Okay, so I had another small interruption and I had to save and reload. A few minutes, not anything major. It didn't take a couple days or anything like that. Where was I here? Research agreements over with Maria Theresa and we have taken over, at least for this moment, the technological lead, and we are going into satellites. And I think Vienna is in a bit of trouble with this war with Attila, and I wanted to see, are they still at war? And yeah, they are. Okay, so yeah, all the wars that I kind of started by bribing people seem to have stuck. Now we could get him to declare war on Washington as well, which I just want to keep him busy, so I think I will. Okay, so we've got 1,500 gold now, and this will help our science. Let's just do, I want to spend it on him for now. I could wait. Oh, we got 24 turns for the next policy, so I've kind of misjudged how many turns I needed for these 4 policies. Might take quite a bit. Which means that we might want to use these 2 next. Especially since we don't have any other cultural city-states. I think I'll hold off on that, and I'll put this spy into Rio. I was thinking put them into Colombo, but I'm probably gonna give them a bunch of gold here pretty soon, and we'll move you over back to here. Even though he's weaker, I'd rather have the stronger one in the city-state in case we need to try to coup back at him. 11:43. I think that's about it for now. I know that our next one's at 25 and 24. Okay. Yes. Trying to think if there was anything that we needed to purchase that might help us with science or something else. Let's see here, 34. Except we could buy another research lab. Which should get us to 54 on there. And okay, I think Gandhi has quite a bit of gold now. This is, yeah, Attila's got plenty of gold, and Gandhi, no. So Attila's got all the gold, and he is probably the one that we are going to have to go to war with if we're going to lock these down, which I'm still uncertain about. It's almost like I kind of like the technological victory better at this point, just because of the research agreements that we are gaining. Nope, now they're gonna be mad at us. I don't think they're gonna, oh, he is still friends with us, which is pretty amazing. Sometimes that's not enough. 3 to 2, positive +1, so I'm kind of happy that's going that way. And since it's 95 turns, I think we'll get him out of there, even though the damage is already done. But let's put him into Colombo, because we probably can coup that city-state eventually. Okay. And we could even think about giving Colombo 1,000 gold and see what happens. And you are coming back into our territory. So we went all the way around. We did happen to find 9 of the city-states out of the 10, and I don't know if the AI probably took over one, or we just haven't met the other one that's in this area. It's either one or the other. But 9 is enough if we were going to go for that victory. But the way that it's shaping up, I think more and more of going for a technological victory will benefit us better. Coup in Venice failed. Okay, well that's good. Although we don't have very much influence with them. We are running low, and I think they're hostile. Yeah. That is sometimes a bit of a problem. Nobody wants gold anymore, but salt is interesting. Who's got the salt? Anybody? Ah, yes. So we can buy it relatively cheap. Or we could actually even trade marble for salt, which will give us influence, and we can sell our furs. And let's see, I know we have citrus, or we had it, maybe we should have, oh no, we sold it, that's right. Is there anything else that I'm missing here? Luxuries? Nope. Nope. Okay, so let's bring our submarine back around the other side. Gandhi has completed the Apollo program. Okay. And the old college try, as they say. Well, we'll get that quite soon. See if we can cut off some turns on the wonder here. Okay, puts us at 0 and 20. If we let that go, what happens? Okay, 22. If we just go with 1, 21, and we go 2. Lag. Having a little lag issue here. Alright. And then it'll get us to 20. So that's looks like the best that I can do. Although space telescope is probably more important, so wondering if we should abandon that altogether. Well, this is an interesting thing. 369, we could actually start just chopping trees, and well, that won't give us 9, but it'll move it along perhaps a little bit. Let's take a look. And we might not even get it. It might go off before we get there. Okay. With the Hubble Space Telescope, it's not one of those wonders that go off right away. So sometimes you can, or a lot of times you can, sacrifice 8 or 9 turns and still build it. Although it would be better to have the great engineer that I wasted for the Eiffel Tower. Okay, so we might be able to get Rio back on our side. Just give them 1,000 to be safe. And what is the problem? I'm guessing it's the submarine. Okay. That's what it was. Alright, Rio and Washington have made peace. And peace with Colombo as we work on getting back our city-states, our allies. I do like to be at Educated Elite on patronism earlier in the game, but a lot of times they just give me useless great people, sometimes even like games that I'm not coastal, and you know, they end up giving me a great admiral twice in the game, and I can't even use it. It's stuck in between some landmass. So other times, you know, it works out pretty good. They give you a great engineer, a great scientist, and whatnot. But seems like more times out of not that it's not as useful unless you're going to use Sweden and gift the great people back to gain 90 influence, which really helps you lock up. I had 9 or 10 city-states with like 300 or 400 influence, and nobody really could touch me. so that works as well. Thinking about putting the Apollo space program right there. Research lab 46. Since I'm going to probably build a wonder or two there. And 14 turns here. So if it's like 38, 48, almost the same. But I think it's safe to just build it here because it just it doesn't matter where you build it, just as long as you build it. Not like Hubble Space Telescope, which will give you more production for your space parts because it gives you a spaceship factory, so that's pretty big. Or you want that at least in your highest production area, city. And Attila still seems pretty busy. Doesn't seem like he's heading for us at this moment, so I'm not too worried about getting 2 or 3 submarines, which would definitely be useful if he was heading towards us as they keep telling us he is. So I put in all these lumber mills and ended up, well, maybe I should keep them instead of chopping them down since they are providing 3 production. Yeah, might be a little wiser since I am planning on building a space telescope. Usually I don't root for this to go off, but I'm kind of hoping after 5 turns it goes off, I get a little extra gold, and I just go right into space telescope. Usually I am not happy about losing the wonder, but this is one of those times where it's almost like it seems like it would be more useful for me to just get right into the Hubble Space Telescope instead of trying to take 10% off of my policy production. And I think I'm done with this worker. Although I could build a couple farms and whatnot, I just don't really feel that it's like I have to have it. Let's see if I can sell back that oil. Yep. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so Jakarta needs money, so we will give them 1,000. And it should bump this up a little bit, and we are gaining 87.03 science from city-states, which is, and we don't even have them all yet, or at least all that I have come into contact with. So as you can see, I'm sure you know that scholasticism is quite useful. Now, do we want more culture or more science? I'm gonna go with science. And I wouldn't mind buying a broadcast tower over there, or put the museum in and then buy the broadcast tower. Here. go with the museum. Although I probably should build a submarine, but I don't see any reason to worry at this point. So we just keep chugging along. And I'm just going to pause it here for a second. I'll be right back.